This is Chapter 19, The Reckoning, from a story called The Immortals Society, written by Anonymous. The morning air was thick with tension. Mist clung to the trees like a veil, hiding the valley that had become the Mortal Network's stronghold. Jack stood at the ridge overlooking the hidden camp, Charlie beside him, Elias close. "This is it," Elias said, his voice grim. "They'll hit every point at once. The Shadow Council isn't holding back." Jack's gaze swept over the valley. Supply caches, lookout posts, hidden paths, every mortal carefully positioned. "Then we hit them first. Strike smart, strike hard, and protect every node. This ends today, one way or another." As the first rays of sunlight pierced the mist, the Immortal struck. Operatives descended from the treetops, drones hovered overhead, and the sound of movement echoed across the valley like thunder. Jack gave orders quickly, moving through the camp. "Positions, Divisions Alpha and Beta, engage traps. Team Delta, evacuate the weak to the secondary safe zone. Elias, cover the ridge." Charlie dashed beside him, directing mortals to strategic points and coordinating signals with the hidden network. Every second counted, every heartbeat mattered. The first clash was immediate, operatives against traps. Drones against decoys, immortals against mortals, armed only with ingenuity, strategy, and courage. Jack fought beside Charlie, striking with precision and leading with intelligence. Every move was calculated to protect mortals and exploit the Council's overconfidence. Hours passed like an eternity. The Shadow Council's operatives adapted, but Jack's traps, strategies, and the Mortal Network's coordination kept them off balance. Elias whispered urgently, "They're regrouping, but we've disrupted their chain of command. If we push now, we can force a decisive break." Charlie's eyes met Jack's, determination blazing. "Then we push." Jack nodded. Together, they led a final coordinated strike. Smoke grenades, collapsing paths, decoy movements. The Council's elite were funneled into controlled zones, forced into disadvantaged positions where mortals could fight strategically. Even centuries of immortality could not overcome careful planning, resourcefulness, and the unpredictable courage of mortal hearts. The Shadow Council's chairwoman appeared, moving faster than any mortal could perceive. She confronted Jack directly, her presence radiating centuries of power. "You mortals are foolish," she said. "You cannot defeat us. You cannot survive eternity's wrath." Jack stood his ground. "We're not trying to survive eternity. We're trying to live. Every moment matters, every breath matters, and we choose life." Charlie stepped forward, her voice steady. "And love, courage, and choice matter more than immortality without freedom." The battle that followed was a blur. The chairwoman against Jack and Charlie, operatives fighting mortals on every front, the valley alive with chaos. But Jack and Charlie's strategy held. Allies moved with precision. Every trap and diversion hit its mark. Finally, the chairwoman realized the extent of the Mortal Network's coordination. For the first time in centuries, the Council's forces faltered, confused and trapped by mortals who had anticipated their every move. With a final, decisive strike, a collapse of a key stronghold combined with disabling the Council's communication nodes, the Immortals' advance was broken. As the dust settled, the valley was silent. The Shadow Council had retreated, their forces fractured and demoralized. Jack, Charlie, and Elias survived the aftermath, exhausted, bruised, but victorious. Charlie hugged Jack tightly. "We did it. We actually won." Jack held her close, heart pounding. "Yes, but it wasn't easy, and it came at a cost. We lost some friends, some allies, but we've proven that mortals can fight and win." Elias nodded. "The Council will recover eventually, but they will never underestimate mortals again. Today, you changed everything." As the sun rose over the valley, Jack and Charlie stood together, overlooking the forest, the hidden camps, and the past they had fought to protect. Mortality, fragile and fleeting, had won over immortality, controlling and unyielding. Charlie whispered, "Do you think it will last?" Jack kissed her temple. "It doesn't matter if it lasts forever. What matters is that we fought, we chose, and we lived. That's victory. That's life." Charlie smiled, leaning into him. "Then let's make every moment count." Jack nodded, heart full, looking over the valley. The battle was over, but the world was vast. Mortals had won this fight, but freedom required constant vigilance, courage, and love. And as long as they faced it together, Jack knew that no immortal, no society, could ever take that away. The wind carried the scent of smoke and rain, but it also carried a promise. Mortals had claimed victory. The Reckoning War was over, and Jack and Charlie, together, had prevailed. That was Chapter 19, The Reckoning, the final chapter from a story called The Immortals Society, written by Anonymous. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you again next time.